Yes. Um, not at the nursing home anymore. Obviously, you're seeing a background of a different place. The bathroom is visible. And I'm actually by myself. Funny. We'll get into that. Um, at I'm outside of the nursing home, thank God. We could have a whole celebration here. Nah, it's not a celebration because this fight is not over. This fucking fight is not over. See, the thing is, ow. Right now I'm nursing just a wasp bite from the wasp that was in the on the veranda, but that's just a wasp bite. The toxicity, the fuckery, the what am I talking about? You see, I was in the nursing home because of my parents. I finally got released because my parents made the decision to release me. Mind you, I got a new psychotherapist that instead of doing his job, he's putting me on a making me into a guinea pig and doing the Jamaican cultural thing and prioritizing my parents' opinions and feelings over reality. What am I talking about? First of all, that's what they did at the hospital. And then inject me with stuff, forced medication down my throat. Left me literally right now the amount of times I have to be struggling with my brain function, tremors, things I never had before because of what my parents caused. Then finally, they said let's get a specialist. And instead of like, all right, let's ask the question why? Why are you doing these things? And if there's no logical reason why I'm doing certain things, then there's something fundamental behind why I do these things. But no, let's look at just the surface. We're not going to dig deep. We're going to look at the surface and just say, boom. Because first meeting is like, it's not like you're completely delusional, but because it doesn't pan out, we're going to say it's some delusion. And I accepted it then. And then we took the medication, tried it. And guess what? I had a very bad reaction. Then he's like, oh yeah, we're going to cancel. Now we're talking about I have emotional, what do they call it? Impulsivity, something like that. Can't control my emotion. That's what this is after, because my mother came in the meeting too. And they decided to carry the nurse that sees me every day, who can attest that I don't give any problems. But because of my reaction to the people who were literally holding me captive up to that day, because I got released the day I went to the doctor, Tuesday gone. And the longer I stay there, the angrier I get because I have nothing to do every single day than be on my phone and play the little balls game that I had, play radio, or if I get internet from a friend or some internet they choose to find it, oh, we're going to set some internet. They're going to that's all I had to do all day long. Eat, lay in bed, stay away from the other patients that literally make me convulge because they do things like cough and not wash their hands. I am a very germophobic type of girl. You, even the settee would have gross darkness on the ledge because of the grossness of these patients. Apparently, somebody said something about sometimes they'll put their arm. This is a nurse that described, and they'll put the arm on it and it becomes sticky. I've had a situation where a patient, I don't want to go into detail, but let's put it this way, doodle catch all over the floor and I was convulsing, trying not to vomit. So these are the things I have to deal with every day, then being released and let me live my fucking life. I've been held in a nursing home, day in, day out, every single day. And I'm not going to get angrier and angrier and angrier at my parents, knowing that I do not need to be there. Because you know what's funny? This psychotherapist only needed to see me twice to know that I could literally live on my own. He insisted that I do not live with them. Huh. So he see that I'm capable of taking care of myself. Live on my own. And everybody else see that capability. So why the fuck did I need to be in a nursing home? And let's talk about now this me being a guinea pig. Because obviously I'm a guinea pig at this point. Because, oh, you're delusional. Let's give you something that's I have a real reaction to. Then okay, you're impulsive because look how you react when your mother is there. I'm sorry, you have me holding a nursing home, and you literally every time I'm hearing from reliable sources and from your own mouth how you twist the truth. Twist the truth to paint me as this crazy person that will cause problem. I'm sorry. And I'm going to trust that you will open your mouth and speak the reality to the doctor, and I'm not going to react. You causing me pain and problems for 2+ years. And then we're not talking about the fundamental problems that is even existent now that you've caused over the years of my life. But let's talk about just the 2 years. And I'm going to be okay and I'll be like, okay, I trust them. Yeah. They're going to say the truth after they've not told the truth and literally called police on me for what? Saying I don't want them into the house. Why the fuck did everybody agree to me being here by myself but could not make that agreement before? This agreement could not be come to before calling the fucking police. You could not come to this agreement. You couldn't say, Daniel, we don't want her on the street. We don't want her. We know that we have a the place that my grandmother have round the corner, literally round the fucking corner. I'm literally round the fucking corner. And if they want, they insist they must stay at their place. They couldn't call my aunt, who actually the official owner of the place, and say, we don't want to stay alone. And we know she don't want it. So I want to respect her as an adult. And so can you, so that we make this agreement, she stay here and you would... No. But now, everybody's okay with that idea now. Every fucking body is okay with that now. After you force me. And now the doctor is saying it's a fundamental issue. And for a moment, I also thought it was true. I was like, yeah, all right. You know why? And I don't want to bring this person up like I'm bringing this person up, but I'm just bringing up the times I've seen myself do this. And that's like the guy that God said, whatever. Yeah, the guy that I said I'm married to, according to God. And I know just with all that I've been through with that asshole, I reached a point where I was like, nah, no, done. Like, I see you, duh, type of reaction. Or even the fact that I even thought it was, okay, maybe I do have an issue. Because I remember when I have issue even with that person, I'd get like severe anxiety attack. And then the last time I had even a severe anxiety attack, like a panic attack in front of somebody, was in front of him, but it wasn't necessarily about him, but linked to my ex. That was the one with the 5-year long. But then when I really look at, is it really a fundamental issue? Or this is what I reach, which is what happens, a reaction to when people have caused me a lot of problem over years. You want me to break it down? Say my ex, not the recent one that's last year. The one that I had 5-year long situation foolishness with. That's 5 years. I've given my heart to a guy, pouring my heart out, buying things for him, prioritizing, taking what he said, and yet still he throw it in my face and want to be with somebody else. You pour your heart out. You love like the amount of poetry I wrote, knowing how much I had love for this man. And even when he had flaws, I was like, I love his flaws. That's the love I had. And then I reached the point where I got enough hurt. So I couldn't help but react to panic attacks. That's what happened that's after 5 years of whatever, not after 1 month or the first time he hurt me. This is after multiple times he said he wants to be with somebody else. Oh, you're my kryptonite, and I want you. And then the next day, no, I'm with this. Or hell, she's not responding. Like she's arguing with me, and then trying to fix things with her and asking me for help. Like I'm the best friend, I must help things. Like I am not hurt. So I'm getting hurt over and over, over and over. You can go to my YouTube channel where I talk about where I was a yamhead. And this is years of that. Let's talk about who I said I don't want to talk about. I tried, and I understand this dude is young. This asshole is young, and I see the intention, and I'm trying to give that. And I said, okay, let me try and obey God, because most of it was obeying God. Because I'm like, I don't want to deal with foolishness, but I'm like, let me obey God. And I call, and I call, and I call. You ignore my calls, and I text, and I text, you ignore my text, and then you randomly sometimes say, I do want to text, but you lie and don't tell me the truth about what's really going on. You're with somebody else. Then tell me. I'll move on. But no, you don't give me the pleasure of moving on. But if it's not that, I write. I write 5 pages. I write 10 pages. I write 20 pages about how I feel and how I'd want you to fix things. I wish you did this or whatever. Or could you try? I'm trying. God says, I try. I put in the work. I go sit in front of your mama yard in the middle of the rain, the sun, sweat, tired. I watch as you and your mama go on with your foolishness. Then even if not, if you and your mama go on with your foolishness, what you paint all over your social media. If it's not all over your social media, your Twitter. Oh, you're unbothered. I'm in love. If I'm heartbroken, I will be on here. I don't business about nobody. I have a girlfriend. I don't business about her. I'm gonna act like she don't exist. Yet still, once you hear something about me, you pop up in front of me. So you publicly act like, and I must look like a fool. But when I am like, but then I react like, nah, because I'm not going to let you hurt me. So when I really look at it, I'm trying to protect myself. Then let's put aside him, because we already know he's an asshole. But everybody's so all, your parents is your parents. You must love them. You must always forgive them. And they're toxic motherfuckers. You have the toxicity I've seen for my years of my life. The arguing, the fuckery where they can't even deal with their own foolishness. But let's even talk about, what's bite me. So, my Anna hurt me. Let's talk about the fact that these motherfuckers could not even sit me down and say, let's talk about this. We don't agree, but we're gonna, if you don't agree that God is this, but no, you're controlling. You don't want to even believe me when I said Canada said I'm not bipolar. You run off with your friends and your fuckery. But all right, fine. I tried to work with you. I don't know, let's not even go there. Imagine years I've been like, hey, can you help me? I'm doing this. I'm applying to school. I'm going to this. You don't want to help me. But now that I say, God, this you want to be all, oh, we can't try about our mental health. Spending thousands of dollars. Do you know how much money they are spending for this psychotherapist? Do you know how much money they spent on that literal nursing home? Then even the psychotherapists with these new medications, you know how much money they spend on medication for 2 weeks that I only used once. Medication I used for 2 weeks that I only used once and it reacted because I don't have a fundamental issue. I'm literally trying to protect myself. I said leave me the fuck alone. If you just leave me the fuck alone. If I said I want to talk to you and I want to protect you, know that I can take care of myself. Oh, you want me back in Canada because it's a better image, because y'all go to Canada and the image of saying she's in Canada, but I'm on welfare, living in the projects, ain't put myself in danger. This is what they're selling. This is what they're telling the literally psychotherapists. They rather we go to Canada because she said she don't want to live with us. We can work out to find out so she can live in, government funded housing. So I must be on welfare. For what? So I can go to work every day to pay for that life, to keep every day trying to pay for a life where I'm in danger or struggling or whatever. But do you notice they have over $100,000 every month they're willing to pay? If it's not just the fact that they pay the nursing home, but the flights to come over, the rentals, the car rentals, the food, that's separate from what they would pay over there, means that they had the money. Oh, and we're going to mention the times I literally said, means that I did not have a fundamental issue. If I was trying to say, hey, if you're so concerned, help me out. Oh, you were so worried because I want to help some 4 children? What is so wrong? To have a purpose, mind you, 2-3 years ago, I literally was praying to God because I was like, I have nothing to live for. Not even my family I have interest to stay on this fucking earth for. So I prayed for death. I didn't have anybody to live for. Fine, God tried to say the guy that God said I'm married to, would miss me. And I was like, eventually that wasn't enough. But no, I'm literally have a mission and I'm trying to help these 4 children that I adopt in my heart as my own. I could give up on this life and just kill myself. That's an option. But no, I'm here fighting for my own freedom and more. To 1, help these children. 2, help others. And that's so wrong. And you're going to say that's a fundamental problem, like I have a disorder? And instead of helping me, you rather there be a disorder behind my name than to actually help me? Because that's what you're saying. You've been saying. Because I said from the start, just give me access to what you don't use. You have a house where you don't use. Let me use it to help these children. And just give me a little money. But no. You rather use the money to say I'm mentally ill. And you tell everybody I'm so concerned. I'm so concerned. I have witnesses and more that say that she has no need to be in a nursing home, which means, why the fuck was I in there? Oh, you know what they're going to say? The doctor said so. The doctors at the hospital that don't care and was running off of what my parents run off and said. Acting like I am mentally ill, like there's something fundamentally off. And all I did was prevent them from coming in, the locks. Okay, I did not know that was illegal. I knew it's not right. People were saying, isn't it not right to your parents? But I did not care. Do you want me to break down some of the toxicity? So because, the doctor is all, it's a fundamental issue. You have an emotional impulsivity. That's why you're so impulsive. Mind you, I've been cooperative with these people since I leave. The fact that it was in there makes me very angry. But I was leaving, I'm like, I have somewhat of some freedom. I'll work with you, motherfucker. That's what I was been doing with my mother. We're not hugging. We're not saying kumbaya. We're not saying, I love you. No. You little shit. Stay in your place. But I'm not evil. But wait, why was I able to do that? Because there's no fundamental fucking problem wrong with me. They are the problem. And so while I got this new prescription for something. He's like, it's a salt, to help you with your emotion or whatever impulsive. Okay, fine. I got a prescription. And I have no money, so these motherfuckers who are spending thousands of dollars for their specialists and more are like, we're gonna do the prescription. My mother is like, my father called my mother because I blocked him. Right now, my mother is unblocked just so we can deal with whatever it is. And if whatever it is, back to blocked. So I'm back to whatever I don't need to connect with them for whatever it is, back to block. But right now, unblocked. My father called my mother. We're in the car. My father called my mother and said, can I speak to Daniel? I'm like, for what? Oh, I just wanted to know how much is for the prescription so I can send you the money. I'm like, okay. Then to hear my mother is like, yeah, man, I make sure I tell him to talk to you about it. So, whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We're trying to figure out where to find this pharmacy with this prescription, right? Can't find no pharmacy. But my mother is like, you directly tell him. You send whatever. Mind you, she already have the picture with this information. My phone is a crap phone with them a hack already. They literally hack it and track it. But anyways, irrelevant. She's insisting that I must. So I went on her phone because I don't have that picture. She has a picture, and if I'm going to forward it, send me the picture. She has that picture. And I decided, let me go in the message. And the message says she actually sent it to my father and said, hey, why don't you try and get it there? Because that's the issue. That's what they were saying. My mother is saying. So you must go. Because So I decided, let me see what's the issue. Because these toxic shits. Then to be talking about some money and Proverbs. Be a Proverbs 31 something. I saw my father send my mother last minute. I was like, these little shits and when I say I do not look up to them as a married couple, I do not fucking look up to them as a married couple. I would never want half of their marriage. People look at, oh, they're together for 30, what? 30? I'm 27. My sister is going to be 32. 33 years of this year. They're going to be together for 32 years. And if I was supposed to be with somebody in that kind of marriage for 33 years, the fuck not. Their marriage is so fucking toxic. Just to deal with this, there's some toxicity. Oh, you do this. You can't even cooperate. But they will give you all the fronts that it's all good. Trust me. Trust me. I'm doing it. All I need is to be away from them. And I live my life and I'll be fine. That's all I ask. That's all I demand. That's all I've been trying to do. And nobody's been respecting that. At least could say, the psychotherapist at least could see that, okay, no, not in the same place. And it's not a drastic thing. You just need to respect my boundaries. But I'm glad he insisted on that. Because, bruh, you know what? A peace just being not near them. Actually near the both of them. Because today I didn't have that toxic just being near one. But tomorrow when the both of them are now together, oh. But oh no. They're your parents. Look like they care, Danielle, they care. Really, they care? You want me to add up the numbers? 50-something thousand dollars for nursing home per month. 20-something $1,000 every 2 weeks for the psychotherapist. 40-something thousand dollars for one of the medication that is literally being thrown out now because it's maybe another 40-something thousand dollars. But wait, all I asked was for $100 and something the first time. Then I said make it $500. That's what God said every month, so I could just live my life. And say I didn't ask for it for the rest of my life, just for a short time. Or they seem to have the money now to can do all of that. But what about times before? When I went through depression, you could have helped me then. Oh, no, all you could do was cuss me out. If it's not that, the times when I had businesses that would actually make millions, potential, a business idea that could make billion, and I just needed maybe $500 Canadian, which is what you choose to spend at a nursing home. You see that I have talent, or I applied to school and got in, and I just needed the fee to start, and I could get government help assistance. Oh, wasn't worthy enough, right? Because it's not the Adventist approved one. But even when I was doing Adventist approved stuff, and I was trying to be a doctor, where was the help? All I need for them is to leave me the fuck alone. But you know what? Because they started this fuckery, this need to go to court. It's the only way I have true freedom. And so that's where I'm going to take this shit. So yeah, I'm free. But not yet. At the end of the day, I am literally trying to protect myself. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. No one is allowing me to because they're my parents.